He was a man who declared God dead and dared humanity to become something more. This is the story of Friedrich Nietzsche, the philosopher with the hammer. Born in 1844 in a small Prussian town, young Friedrich was the son of a Lutheran pastor. His world was one of piety and books. Tragedy struck early when his father died, leaving a profound void. A brilliant student, he excelled in classics and music, showing a genius that set him apart. At just 24, he became one of the youngest tenured professors in the history of the University of Basel, a phenomenal achievement. But the quiet life of academia couldn't contain his restless mind. His early work was deeply influenced by the composer Richard Wagner and the philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer. He saw in Wagner's operas a revival of ancient Greek tragedy, a powerful, life-affirming art. But disillusionment followed. Nietzsche broke away, forging his own radical path. He began a life of wandering, moving from city to city across Europe, battling debilitating health problems, blinding headaches, stomach issues, and near-constant pain. It was in this crucible of suffering that his most powerful ideas were born. He wrote with a fiery, poetic intensity, challenging every convention. In works like The Gay Science, he famously proclaimed, "God is dead." This wasn't a cry of triumph, but a diagnosis of a civilization that had lost its foundational beliefs. Without God, where would humanity find meaning and morality? Nietzsche's answer was terrifying and exhilarating. We must create it ourselves. This led to his most famous and often misunderstood concept, the Übermensch, or the Overman. This isn't a master race, but an ideal for the individual. The Übermensch is one who overcomes human weaknesses, rejects herd morality, and creates their own values, embracing life in all its pain and joy. It's a call to self-mastery, to become the artist of your own life. He introduced the idea of the will to power, the fundamental drive in all living things, not just to survive, but to expand, to dominate, to grow. And he proposed the eternal recurrence, the idea that you would have to live your exact life over and over again for all eternity. The ultimate test: could you live in such a way that you would joyfully embrace this eternal repetition? His masterpiece, Thus Spoke Zarathustra, is a philosophical epic, a prophetic work where the hermit Zarathustra descends from his mountain to teach humanity about the Übermensch. It's dense, symbolic, and reads more like a sacred text than a philosophy book. He followed it with Beyond Good and Evil and On the Genealogy of Morals, where he dismantled traditional morality, arguing that concepts of good and evil were not divine truths but human inventions created by the weak to control the strong. But the relentless intellectual struggle took its toll. In 1889, in Turin, Italy, Nietzsche saw a horse being flogged in the street. He ran to it, threw his arms around its neck to protect it, and then collapsed. He would never recover his sanity. For the last 11 years of his life, he was lost to a mental darkness, cared for by his mother and sister. Tragically, after his death, his sister Elizabeth, a fervent German nationalist, twisted his work. She selectively edited his unpublished notes and published them as The Will to Power, rebranding her brother as a proto-fascist. The Nazis eagerly co-opted this distorted version of his philosophy, forever staining his name. But in the decades since, scholars have worked to reclaim the real Nietzsche. He was not a herald of hate, but a profound psychologist and a prophet of individualism. His ideas on perspective, self-creation, and embracing life's struggles have influenced countless thinkers, writers and artists, from existentialists like Sartre and Camus to psychologists and postmodernists. Nietzsche didn't offer easy answers. He offered difficult questions. He forced us to look into the abyss of a world without certainties and asked us what we would become. His life was a testament to his own philosophy, a painful, brilliant, and relentless struggle to overcome and create. He remains one of history's most challenging and vital thinkers, a voice still echoing through our modern world, daring us to live more bravely. Thanks for watching. If you found this exploration of Nietzsche's life compelling, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the minds that shaped our world.